this is Matthew from Card Magic Tricks and Tips with this week's quick tip. In this series of videos, we're talking about what do I do if I mess up a trick. Now, so far we've talked about having the right mindset. We've talked about some practical things to do, whether it's gags or having another trick, having different outs, different lines to say if you mess up a trick. This last video is really the last resort, and that is just admit it and move on. I mean, if you don't make a big deal of it, they're not going to remember it for very long. Now, I remember when I was doing a big stage show many years ago, I had a trick saved that I wasn't going to be using in the show, but I had it saved backstage to use just in case something went totally wrong and I couldn't recover from it. And the trick that I used happened to be the torn restored newspaper. And what I would do if something went totally wrong, I would have signaled to one of my stagehands that they would have known it went wrong. Let's bring out this emergency trick. And they would have brought me out the newspaper. And I would tell my audience, I'm so sorry about that. We practice all the time, but some things still happen. Different audiences are like different pages of a newspaper. You see, we have different sections of a newspaper. See, we have some audiences that are really kind, and I rip it off. Some audiences get really jealous, rip again. Some audiences, get really angry if they see something wrong. But I think this is a really good audience. I think that you're a very forgiving audience. Would you forgive me and let me to continue and try something else? Hopefully I would get an applause at the end. Good, let's move on. Restore the paper. Now, do I really believe that the audience would have thought that I did this whole thing and messed up on purpose just so I can do this torn restored newspaper trick? Probably not, but I'll never know because I didn't have to use it. But having that trick backstage made me feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more relaxed so I can go through the show without any worries. I know I practiced everything, and I know if something dramatically wrong would happen, I had this as an out. And so you can think of your own trick that you can have as an out just to move on something and model it somewhat after what I did with the newspaper trick. So, my name is Matthew from Card Magic Tricks and Tips. I hope to see you again next time.